everyone, my name's Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today I want to talk to you about House of Lies and Sorrow by Emily Blackwood. I will say that I jumped into reading this book because of TikTok. I saw Emily's viral TikTok that kind of pushed this book into the view of people, and I was like, well, I have to read it. So I did. I was actually surprised at how short it was. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot longer, but it was not. It was very short and went very quickly. Overall, I liked the book. The TikTok was done in a way, in like those viral TikTok ways where it like gives you the little scenarios of what's supposed to like draw you in. Like what is the crux scene that like gets you excited to read this book. It is about this human girl named Jade Farrow, and she gets sold by her drunkard father, and he basically sells her to the Fae Prince to be married off. But the Fae Prince has had many wives in the past, all human, and they've all been murdered on the first night that they marry him. So Jade is very worried about this. The story kind of goes from there. Before I kind of go into spoilery things about what I thought of specifics, I'm gonna kind of give, my stars and all of that. But I have reasons for why I gave those things, and I feel like if I explain those reasons, they're spoilers. So, sorry. I gave this a 4 stars. I really liked it for what it was. I was under the perception, based on the TikTok, that it was an adult book. So I kind of had to gear my star rating and my like I had to refocus my review on it once I found out that it is YA. It's meant to be a YA book. So that's why I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it for being a YA fantasy book. I do recommend it for YA fantasy readers. I think it is a great YA fantasy book. Spice rating, though, is where things get tricky. I gave this one a 0. 0. It's 0 spice on my scale, right? Which means kisses only. It's YA, 0 spice, kisses only. And I have thoughts about that. I have seen quite a few of Emily's subsequent TikToks about the book and how people have told her, you need more spice, it needs to have more spice. And she does have things planned according to her TikTok, but I do think that the way that some of the TikToks are worded make readers believe that there's going to be more than there actually is. It made me believe that it was going to be adult. It made me believe that it was going to be spicy. It made me believe all of these things that weren't exactly the case. I think this book is steamy. I think there's a difference between steamy and spicy. Steamy is like, whew, it gets you a little warm, like, ooh, things are heating up. But spicy is like true spice, and that has my scale that I've talked about in my previous videos. I think this book is steamy. It has that like flirtatious, dark, like interactions that steam up a room, but nothing happens in the book yet. I think readers could be kind of thrown off a little bit by some of the ways the book is advertised and be upset that that's not what they got. I still think it's good. Like I said, 4 stars, really liked it, but I think it can be like people need to know that. People need to know it's YA, there's no spice, there's steam. I do really like the characters. I like Malachi, I like Jade, I can't remember what his little guard's name is. I like his sister. There's a lot of like plot twists that happen at the end, and I am interested to find out what happens, but I do think that the plot was like a little soft. Like a little soft. I kind of wish that there was more oomph to it. And that may be happening. And along with that like oomph, I want a little bit more world building, because now we're bringing in different kingdoms, that Jade and Malachi are gonna have to go to, but we know nothing about those kingdoms. We know nothing about the interaction. We know, like, I want more world, not just human fae, human fae, human fae, which is kind of what I got. So I do wish there was a little bit more of that. But like I said, for a YA book, I think it still fits with the 4-star book. This is gonna be a little bit of a spoiler section because the things that I wanna say, I don't wanna give away. There were a lot of similarities to A Court of Thorns and Roses, at least from my perspective. Like the beginning of the book, Jade is the sister that has to go out and do all the hunting and take care of her family and make sure her sister and her father eats, and the father is a drunkard that they have no money and they're poor, and then she has this interaction with a wolf in the forest, and that's Feyre. It was a little too close with that. There were some other scenes, I can't remember them right now, that I was like, this is A Court of Thorns and Roses. I can't remember what they are. I caution authors so much when we get so close to other extremely popular books, because no matter what, even if that wasn't the intention, in my head, I'm gonna be comparing it to that. And I hate doing that, but when the scenes are so similar, as a reader, I just do it because I've already read those books. I've read them over and over again for years, literally since the first one was published. It's hard to say that, but I did notice quite a few similarities like that. And I'm not a fan of things being too similar to other books. It has happened a lot recently. I know Sarah is the queen and she is what we all strive to be, but as a reader, my brain compares the two, and I hate doing it. It just happens. Also, spoiler, but if the brothers weren't killing the wives and they were in on things with Malachi's mom, why didn't they say? I feel like either that's a plot hole or we're gonna find out more information in the next book that there's gotta be a reason why. There's gotta be why. I don't understand the why. We were left with that and it confused me. Anyways, if you are looking for a YA steamy, not spicy, steamy read, this is available on Kindle Unlimited, and I will put the link for the physical copy in the description below. I did enjoy this book. I will read the next one. I do definitely support Emily on TikTok and will be looking for more of her content. Let me know what you think when you read the book in the comments below. And don't forget, you can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Yeah, at The Fun Size Reader. See you guys next time.